like that. So yeah, I'll just give you a little tip in regards to what you should do in Jan. Okay, so obviously everyone's gonna want to start cutting, dropping some body fat percentage, start dropping some weight. First of all, just know that you've been in a huge, well, not even huge, but you've been in a surplus for a while, okay? And your body's adapted to that, your habits have adapted to that, and even by going down to maintenance, finding out maintenance, so you can do, there's two simple ways you can do maintenance. If you're around 20% body fat or below, you can get your weight in pounds and times it by 15. That will give you a rough estimate of your maintenance. Or if you're not and you're above that, then you can go for your height in centimeters times by 15, give you a rough estimate for your maintenance, or use a calorie calculator online. But whatever number you get, so for example, you do any of the three, calorie counter online, centimeters, your height in centimeters, and your weight in pounds times by 15. Trial it out for a week to 10 days to actually see if you are maintaining weight. So you might be 80 kilos and you, I don't know, you go from being 80 kilos, okay, you hit maintenance, you'll obviously have a slight bit of decrease in weight because water retention will start to sort of dissipate a little bit. Track it every single day for a week to see if your body is maintaining its weight. I'd probably go 10 days or even 2 weeks. 2 weeks just to really get a decent amount of measurement. Once you've done that, then you can evaluate what the calories are and how your body's feeling, and then decrease your calories 250, 300, just food. Keep your activity and your training normal, and then after that what you can do is add in some new energy expenditure after that to then help yourself decrease even more. So for example, you could go for a total of 400 calories you could go for a total of 400 calorie deficit, 200 coming from energy expenditure and 200 coming from a deficit and reduction in food in calories. Okay, so you don't have to do all food, you don't have to just do all energy expenditure. There can be a blend of both. It's probably your best bet. Chop away at your calories slowly. Do not go, I mean, you can go from, say, like, you know, eating 3,000 calories down to friggin' 2,200 and do a really hard aggressive cut. Some people do that, and you get a little bit more psychological benefits from it. Say like you drop weight quicker, and your body fat percentage comes down quicker, and then you introduce like refeeds or diet breaks. Those things you can do. Whatever it is, just make sure that you start to adapt habits from this. You're not just like, this is something you're gonna do, you know, for a month or so. You want to do it for at least 3 months. Okay, give yourself some time, educate yourself on what's going to work for you, because everyone's different. But that would be my approach. That's what works for my clients, that's what's worked for me. And yeah, and for example, going back to the energy expenditure, so you've got your energy expenditure and your calorie deficit, and your calorie consumption. If we're taking 200 from this and 200 from this, so that's the food, we'll put that aside. 200 calories, okay, daily energy expenditure, extra to what you were doing. So for example, you've got a job of walking 10k steps a day, right? Your body's now used to that. That doesn't matter. Your body's acclimated, it's fine, it knows it can do 10,000 steps a day. You need to now do 100 calories, which 100 calories twice, obviously. So 10 minutes at a heart rate of 130 to 150 beats per minute is going to be roughly 100 calories burnt. So 20 minutes at that is quite a lot. Or you try and go for a little bit longer at a lower heart rate. Daily, okay, you're going to be sweet, bearing in mind that you've got a 200 calorie reduction in food. So you can do that. Or if you want a slower approach, I would say, again, create a larger deficit with your food intake, and have, say, 1 or 2 or 3 cardio sessions throughout the week to make a deficit of a weekly target. I'm not gonna. There's a lot I can say and a lot that might not, go in, but I definitely take notes from this video. So either reel it back and take some notes, but just be somewhat sustainable. It depends on the person. Some people like to take it a slow approach. Some people like to go fast, and there are tools and different things we can add for either of those scenarios. So yeah, if you want to do it faster, then a larger deficit, more cardio, more intense for a short period of time, and then just introduce diet breaks. So you just go up to maintenance for a week or 2, and then you do a progressive cut, or you take a slower, longer approach and you chip away at calories for a longer period of time. So you go, say, a week or 2 weeks at a reduction of 200 calories, and then another 200 calories, and so on and so forth. There's lots you can do, but take it slow. Again, accountability really helps. So whether that's me, coaching you, or whether it's your community, the people you surround yourself with, someone you go to the gym with, your family, your friends, anyone that you can say, look, I want you to keep me accountable. And that's really what it is, and you get to your goal a lot quicker. And again, having a goal in mind. Say, for example, I want to lose my first kilo. Always have that. And then after that, okay, what have I done to achieve the first kilo? I've done X, Y, Z. Let me repeat that and get another kilo down. So yeah, but again, it's not all about body weight. We go for image. So I always get my clients to get progress photos at the start, obviously, so that in a month's time, they've made significant progress with obviously tracking their food, being in a deficit, and hitting their cardio requirements, daily stepping, training, etc. So their body looks different. They might be 80 kilos at the start, and then there might be 80 kilos in a month or 2 months time. But what's happened is they had a body recomposition, they've dropped some body fat, and because they're new to training, they have added some muscle mass onto their frame. So they look different, but they weigh the same. So don't worry about just the total body weight on the scales, because there's a lot of factors that come into that. So water weight, bone density, obviously waking up in the morning, and if you've had a big old meal the night before, you're probably going to weigh heavier. If you haven't had a shit, that also comes into the factors. And also stress can retain more water weight. So yeah, there's loads of things. So don't focus on the weight so much, but do track it every day so that you can get a measurement of what you're going to beat next week. So for example, if you're going to weigh yourself every single day in pounds or kilos, you take the weekly average of what that weight is and you try and beat it the next week. That is the best way to go about this. Okay, you want to get around 1% of your body mass. That's your goal each week, is to reduce it by that 1%. Or it depends how fast you want to do it, a little bit quicker. Yeah, that's a lot of information. So do what you please with that. But yeah, we're going to crack on.